Random out of place question time. We need an audio bit for that. Anyway, you guys were so helpful with the bandanas, I thought I'd use your assistance once more if you wouldn't mind. Your boy started playing League of Legends. I've played hundreds of hours of Smite. It's time for me to try out a new MOBA, so I went here. I've been enjoying it, but I want champion and build recommendations. Thank you in advance. I love you all. Okay, let's get into this. We have sung the praises of Wastelanders for a numerous amount of videos, highlighting how it's been a good reset for the game, and that overall, with a framework moving forward, this could be great for the game's health. However, in those same videos, I've constantly alluded to the fact that Wastelanders introduces its own set of problems, and while mostly I was talking mechanically, I also meant technically. In today's video, we are talking about a lot of bugs that have been polluting 76, that have been ruining players' times, and do need to get under control as quickly as possible. Yes, I apologize, not one of my most original videos, but when we're talking good about Wastelanders, we also got to talk about the bad. Yes, we are absolutely going to go in on each of these major bugs. We're talking about 3 today. The main bug we're focusing on today comes hot on the tails of one that shut down player vending. You see, there was an item duplication glitch going around that's already getting hot fixed, but before that, I had encountered it because I actually went into an ice vending machine, and there it was, thousands of large holiday gifts sitting there, and I was not there during the holiday event for Fallout 76, so I was like, what is this? And I start opening a couple, and I find out you get caps each time, you get a plan every time, and immediately I put it down because I was like, I'm not getting banned because there's no way I'm playing 76 again. But that was my experience personally with the item duplication glitch, and then people started doing it on ammunition. They started selling it and getting tons and tons of caps, which obviously affected the game's economy, so Bethesda just completely kiboshed all player vending. And as someone who is not a cheater, I was very upset because I'm running out of caps. I'm fast traveling a lot because for some reason Bethesda didn't make it free to fast travel to Foundation and Crater, so here I am just spending all my money and getting like 20 caps a quest. I need my player vending. The major bug we're talking about today, which has been in some headlines, some other creators' videos, is the NPC looting bug. It is really unique, probably because in Fallout 4, NPCs would take guns off the ground, would hop into your power armor if your settlement was attacked. And I think that component of the AI carried over into 76 when they added in human NPCs, but now they're actually looting dead players and taking their most precious items, and get this, you can't get them back. Now, this initially surfaced on Reddit with a warning to everybody. Fortunately, it seems like Bethesda's already aware of this and they said they're getting on it immediately, which they absolutely should be. Let's go ahead and read this Reddit post. There is a game-breaking bug at the moment with events that include NPCs such as Riding Shotgun, which is one of the newest events in Fallout 76, and Radiation Rumble, where if you die, they will sometimes loot your weapon and all your ammo. Just lost a BE Gatling gun when I died in Riding Shotgun, and nearly 2K 5mm ammo, only to find one of the NPCs now had a Gatling gun. Just to be safe, don't use your best/rarest weapons in events like Riding Shotgun, just in case one of the NPCs decides to steal it. We even have another report on Reddit saying an NPC stole my instigating explosive anti-armor 50 cal and 20K ammo. I was doing Radiation Rumble and sadly died midway through, and the Copeland lady decided to just pick up my gun and all of the ammo. I spent 15K caps for all of that, and it was terrible that I had to experience this, and the rest of the community had to deal with this. I guess it's time to buy another one. So yeah, if you like farm legendaries, you've got really good weapons, you got a ton of ammo for your favorite weapon, you can lose it permanently, and there doesn't seem to be a way to get it back. And we don't know if Bethesda is going to be able to reroute this issue and get your loot back into your hands. So if you are watching this video and you are like me, who has not dabbled in some of the new events, stay away, because God forbid you do die, you have a pretty strong chance of losing some of your best items. And if you're in the boat like me, where you have very limited weaponry because you're in the middle of retooling your character, so you just have a little of everything, every weapon counts. So if you lose one or you lose some ammo, you're screwed. Like for me, I'm I'm building up, man. I'm like a small business owner trying to create an empire in 76, and I'm getting there, but I can't have NPCs stealing my stuff. Now, it's not entirely hopeless. Bethesda does have the plan to fix this bug in their next hot fix, so there won't be any server downtime to amend this error. Sadly, they don't have a current time frame to share as to when this hot fix will go live. Now, the other question is, how do you get your equipment back? Some players in this very same Reddit thread had suggested Bethesda does the same thing as what they did with the inventory stealing hack back in December, where they allow you to take a copy of an older version of your character and port all your items over into your current character, so you're just restoring what you lost with that older version. I imagine they will take this route again if people continue to get affected, which it seems they are. Now, if this was like intentional, let's say you died in the open world, right? And an NPC looted your gear, and then they put a marker on the map. You had to track that person down, kill them, and take your stuff back. That would actually be, I don't know if it'd be a good mechanic, right? But at least it would make sense. This was not intentional. And this is where the online nature of 76 sort of betrays you, because every NPC known to man is essential outside of the ones that are in the open world. So pretty much all you've got to do is deal with it until they patch it. Now, of course, we like to see these bugs in action. How does it work? This person, by the way, is level 500 and something, like a ridiculously high level. I've never seen this before, but they have a ton of great gear, and we're gonna see right here in action that they're going to die, lose their weapon, it's gonna be completely gone, and they're gonna find the NPC using it. Take a look. Yeah, so as you can see, things are not going well for people doing events in Fallout 76. This doesn't seem to be a selective bug. It seems to be, if you are doing a quest and another NPC is nearby, they may take your stuff. And I wish I could say that was all, ladies and gentlemen, and that we could wrap this up and just say, I hope Bethesda's gonna patch it soon, yada, yada, yada. But there's another new bug. And go figure, your items disappear once more. Like, I don't know what it is with Bethesda, and just these bugs end up being the most destructive things possible. It can't just be like a little performance thing or whatever. It's always got to be something like you lose a drastic amount of expensive, rare item. Conspiracy theory, I think Bethesda does this intentionally, so you guys keep grinding. Just saying, keep that in mind. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this footage here. There's also a Reddit post, as you can see on screen, and if you look down at Edit 4, where they add in their latest entry, it's not good news. Bethesda just responded saying, I was SOL. For those who don't know, that's you know what, out of luck. I figured as much. Hopefully one day they will add the ability to help players who fall victim to issues like this. I'm happy to hear they're working on this issue though. Time to start farming those mods. Real optimistic take there, my friend. I'd be a little more angry than you, but he did say it was just XL1 power armor. But let's go ahead and take a look at this footage where, yeah, your power armor just completely disappears off the chassis. Right, so this is where Bethesda puts their loyal fans, the people who are coming around on 76. You put all of us collectively, and yourselves of course, in a very awkward position where we're like, Wastelanders is good. You see the mostly positive reviews on Steam, and then all of a sudden you got these ridiculous damaging bugs. And I just sit there and go like, okay, out of everything that could slide through the cracks, I feel like the NPC one would make the most sense to catch, right? Like the two events that were added in, these are major new pieces of content that people are gonna grind, repeat, and with a PTS, wouldn't that be notable? Or did just people not die there? Did no one report it? Did QA not catch this? That's what surprised me the most is, wow, this one fell through the cracks. The power armor one seems a little more subtle. Item duping, I feel like I've just seen ever since I was a kid in any online game, so I feel like that'll consistently resurface, and I don't find it to be the most damaging one because a lot of people just like having the power fantasy in Fallout, and when there isn't much PvP, personally I don't care as long as Bethesda doesn't plan on adding more. It's disappointing, not only as a person who's been playing the game and enjoying it, but it's disappointing because Bethesda just can't help themselves out, right? Like, they finally got this great reset, and even with the great reset comes another big bug, and I don't want to blow it out of proportion, right? But it's still something that's catching headlines. It's still something that's going to damage the reputation of the game, and it still follows the narrative, which is true, that this game's struggling to get on track and reaching where it wanted to be. Because a lot of people mistake the interpretation, at least I have, of Wastelanders, which is Wastelanders itself is good. The base game I don't think is that good, but they need to keep building on Wastelanders and build momentum and add worthwhile content. And if things keep breaking, it becomes increasingly hard to recommend. So yeah, a lot of new bugs have hit Wastelanders. Have you experienced them? Also let me know in the comments down below with those champion recommendations, with those builds. I would really appreciate it, guys. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate those of you who stayed tuned this long into the video. I noticed that I'm not like a huge numbers guy, but that watch time is mostly up, and I know part of it's due to the state of the world, but I just want to thank you guys for giving me your time. Really, it's not unappreciated. I've really enjoyed seeing the channel pop a little bit more. It's been extremely exciting, so I just wanted to thank you guys genuinely from the bottom of my heart. It's made this whole time around us a lot easier because I have you all to focus on alongside other things in my personal life, but you've made work very gratifying, very fun, and so I'm just happy to be on this ride with all of you. So thank you for being so accepting of me and loving. And with that in mind, big thank you to all of the patrons who have just been smashing it. This is wild, man. I mean, we have a lot of new patrons, so thank you guys for choosing my platform. Big love to all of you. I'll talk with all of you soon. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.